Hello everyone, my name is Barbara. I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit, and today I have a finished object video and I'm very excited because it is my design and I call it Just Dry Cable Hat. Okay, that's that. That's my new pattern, and hopefully you're watching it in April 2019 now. Check the date down below under the video on YouTube, because for a limited time there will be a discount code, 20% to get it, and for those who want to straight away grab it and help me out to promote this beauty or try for the first time knitting cables in a hat. So that's that. Let's start with what kind of tools I use and then a few bits about the pattern. Obviously links down below, and if you're watching it in April for a limited period of time, this pattern will be discounted from the moment I publish it on Ravelry, so definitely check it out. Right, all the codes and everything there, check. Okay, so let's start with the bag, and the bag I use is the one that I make myself, and this is the one, and actually there is a video on this channel. I call it, oh, I don't remember, over here on the screen, definitely link down below. I'm not showing you how I made it, I just basically showing you a finished object. And here I have my keychain, top secret. You can get these in my shop too, in case you're a designer or for instance you test knit for people. So I have a few test knits on and I'm using this too. Beautiful. Needles in my pouch. I have something on them. Actually, it's just kind of a check that everything is fine with this hat. I was playing with another yarn that I have from the same dyer. It's a little bit more busy, if I can say it that way, and I'm definitely going to use it for a different project. I need this yarn to go with something else. But anyway, just to show you, so this is how it is, and this is my pouch, so you can check it in my shop. And the needles I'm using over here, it is 40 centimeters, which is 16 inches, and the size needles is US size 7, which is 4.5 millimeters. And yes, I'm using only one size, but obviously the gauge, the main thing about the pattern is the gauge. So the gauge on the screen is 18 stitches by 27 rounds. To obtain it, obviously what I like to do sometimes if I'm, you know, not really into swatching or checking my gauge, is checking the sizes. This pattern has 3 sizes: baby, small child, and adult. And when you see a cast on number of stitches and the needles that you want to use with the yarn that you have, you may know that it's too many stitches or too little stitches for you. So yeah, as you can see, I knitted an adult size and it's a little bit snug, but you know I like that way. You know I like folded brim, but you may notice that some of my test knitters, if you go to a pattern page and then click project, you'll see that some people knitted it with a standard brim and it looks really nice too. The yarn. The yarn is a worsted weight yarn. I would recommend to use some tonal and very nicely twist it. I'll show you what I use close so you know what I'm talking about. So I hope you can see this and you see how nice this yarn is, and maybe when I'm telling you about yarn, I'm going to show you what kind of yarn I used. So I used Alison Burns yarn, and this is russet. We have 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. But I would say it's like a perfect red lipstick color. If I only had a red lipstick, then I would be matching this thing. And one more thing about this yarn that I used, and I have that in the pattern, this skein comes with a generous 115 grams. So in that heaviness of the skein, we have 200 yards, which is 183 meters. Therefore, in the pattern I wrote down for you, so most of the time you will have 100 gram skeins. To compare that, you would need to look for a skein with 174 yards, which is 160 meters. So check this thing now. other thing that you're probably wondering, much do you need? So basically I used 80 grams, which on the screen I'm showing you yards and meters to do a quick math. And I think that's that. Obviously everything, it depends what gauge you get, and that's how much yarn you're going to use. So closer you get with your size of needles to obtain the gauge, closer you get the same usage of the yarn that I got. Not only that, in the pattern you have links to a few videos, for instance how to fold the brim, how to do a twisted stitch, because we have also over here not only cables. With the cables I do not have video, but I have explanation how to do it with a cable needle, and also I have explanation how to do it without a cable needle. And I know a few testers tried it for the first time and they really liked it. I'm hoping that you're going to like it too. And the last but not least, thank you so much for my test knitters. Oh, it was a pleasure to do this pattern with you, and I love it so much because you go through it, you check everything. We have a secret Instagram group, that's how I like to do it. Everyone introduced themselves, showed the yarn, and we knitted. Well, I didn't knit it this time. Well, I actually started a bit just to be sure, and yeah, and I hope you really liked it. Thank you so much, and whoever would want to test knit for me in the future, you can always send me a private message on Instagram with your email, Ravelry name. Just keep that for the future and maybe send you an email too, because there's so many of you now that don't want to test from me, so thank you so much. In case I forgot anything, please leave a comment down below and let me know in what kind of color you would knit this hat. Do you like the red one? And what else? I hope you're going to share with me what's your on needle, so use hashtag knitting I love. For this hat we have a hashtag just try cable hat, so on the screen here too. I hope you're going to use it. What else? I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. All the links down below, and a few photos at the end how this hat looks on my head. Bye!